Let's call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome to our May 3rd meeting. Is there any public comment?
I would like to hand these to you guys at this time, if it's all right.
Okay.
All right, so this is what I found out, Jack. These are the roads that are listed currently on our list for microseal. And I talked to Vance Brothers.
Thank you.
And the microseal has a full 2 warranty, no matter what. The material itself will last over 7 years. The base of the road and the surface which we apply it to will make some difference on how long it will last. Maintenance to microseal is just as important as maintaining traditional asphalt. Some microseal with good base and road surface has last 20 years. In other instances with poor base and deteriorating surfaces only last 5 to 7. So if we need to crack seal or chip seal over it, it would be no different than if it was an 1.5 inch mill or overlay. So I hope that was sufficient. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is only 902,000.
Yes. Now, if you guys decide you want to change some stuff, that can change. But this is
great
just kind of,
information. Thank you.
all right.
Is there a chance you could send it to me by email?
Yes, we can do that. We can send it to everybody.
Did everyone have a chance to read the minutes from last week?
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Commissioner comments and committee reports. Jack?
I don't have anything.
I just want to say thank you to the Atchison Shamrocks 4-H group. They received a grant from Lane Diesel and used that to do landscaping at Senior Village. So they worked all on Sunday to improve the landscaping. They plant flowers and boxes, cleaned the ponds, redid tulip beds, and did other miscellaneous things. So your hard work is very much appreciated from the county and our residents at Senior Village. Also, I just wanted to congratulate Hope Family Therapy on their ribbon cutting on Friday. I had it in my calendar and planned to attend. However, I had an appointment run over and I didn't make it, but congratulations on that.
And I don't have anything to add this morning. So next, Donna Oswald District Court purchase order approval is actually, okay, 2 POs for District Court. The first one is 6 blinds for the K.S.A. new offices in the amount of $172.38. A motion to approve.
Is this coming to us because it's from capital or what's the?
Yes, capital outlay.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
I
Aye. Passes 3-0.
just never put a purchase order for $107 before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't fully explain that. There's another one out of capital outlay for 1 Dell computer for the CSO in the amount of $1,399.
Make a motion to approve.
That was for the CSL.
Yes. It's been moved and seconded to accept. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Next, Mark Wilson, project manager with Great Seaford Park and Field Park and Seaford. Courthouse building review proposal.
And we added the road and bridge
So
proposal.
there's
as well.
2 separate proposals and we will deal with them separately. And the first is courthouse needs assessment in the amount of $7,000 out of county general. Do I hear a motion to accept?
So moved.
I'm in second discussion.
Move to second.
Well, the discussion is that it's not to exceed 7,000.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And then also discussion, just for the public's awareness, is we're doing not to exceed 7,000 for the courthouse to have Creel, Clark and Seifert come in and look at the floor plans, help us with space because everybody's outgrowing their space, and that's the plan.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
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 Passes 3-0. There's also a place for the chairman to sign for the agreement, so. To be noted. You need these right now.
No, I can come afterwards. Fine. Thank you.
That's the first one. The second one is the same principle, but for road and bridge needs assessment, not in the amount of $4,500, not to exceed $4,500.
I make a motion to adopt with the signature sign, the signature, the chairman sign the agreement.
One second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Just through this through. Okay, next is Westland, our emergency management hazard mitigation plan.
So before you, you have the hazard mitigation participation form. I just need the chairman's signature on that so I can submit it to the state.
Can you just explain for the public what this is?
Yes. So every 3 years, we're required by statute to complete a hazard mitigation plan for the county. We actually do that as a regional plan between 7 counties in the Northeast region. We're called Region K. And so we have to opt in to that regional plan per FEMA requirements. So it's just a form signifying that Atchison County wants to participate in the regional plan.
Any questions?
I move to participate in the plan.
And this is going to be just the chairman sign. So, did you second?
Yep.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0.
Thank you very much.
I have adopted a highway on mine.
There's nothing to approve with that today.
What?
There's nothing to approve.
Okay.
I should have announced that. Road and Bridge, there's a PO in the amount of $37,113 for 8.34 miles of wedge patching for Pratt and 286.
Yes, approximately $4,450 per mile. This will help get the road into shape so we can chip and seal it.
Okay. Any questions?
I move to approve.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Back to it. Okay, next we have a purchase order for Senior Village payable to Butteroff Construction in the amount of $8,524. This is pavement in the parking lot. There's been some major holes and going to be concrete work in the parking lot of Senior Village. There's also another signature form for the chairman to sign. Do I hear a motion to accept?
The chair, I make a move to accept the purchase orders presented and allow the chairman to sign the contract.
Second.
It's been moved and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That's 3-0. Any old or unfinished business?
I don't have any.
No. County Councilor updates.
A couple of things. I was away last week at continuing legal education. So I don't recall if I told you why I wasn't going to be here, but I was at CLE. On the tax sale, Mark Wilson, thank you for coming and helping me get maybe just a little more organized and focused. One of the things we realized as I was going through it is maybe I've been taking too much blame about it not being ready, because what we discovered, or what I discovered, I guess, is that we've sent out probably about 40 certified mailings that have not come back at all. That is, they don't come back that somebody signed for it, and they don't come back that somebody didn't sign for it, or that they refused it. And some of them have come back. We get the little green card back, but it's not signed by anybody. And so that's not good service of process to show the court that we notified this person. Well, how do you know you notified them? Well, we sent this and we got a green card back that could have gone anywhere. Could have mailed those to myself and pulled the cards off and the green cards off and sent it back. So those aren't, that's been really in large measure the service that we have not been able to get on people, is the certified mailings. So I took a look at the statute, and it does allow for that delivery to be done other than by the post office. I think the post office probably has some COVID protocols, maybe is why they're not getting people to sign those and send them back. I think that because I think some of them were delivered because I've gotten calls from a few of them, but didn't know that green cards back. But it allows for a courier to deliver as long as they can report back to whom it was delivered and date, place, and time. And so you'd think that would be really easy to look into FedEx, but it's been a little more of a chore than it might seem like it should be to set up an account, because we're a governmental user and it requires a special governmental account. But it looks like the cost is a little higher to do that. It's around $7, I think, for certified mailing, and it's around $10 for FedEx to do it. But we're looking into it. We've actually sent a few of them, but it's extremely cumbersome to do them that way without having an account. So anyway, we're working on that, I guess, if that's an update.
Can I make a comment?
Sure.
At the County Commission Association meeting last week, there was a major presentation about service and how you had to prove that people have been notified. And people have now come back 5-6 years after the fact. You took my lot, I didn't give you permission, and someone built a house on it, I want my lot back.
Yeah. I mean, we try to,
You know,
we have to show that you can do service by publication, but you have to show you made a diligent effort to try to locate, to give actual notice to the person. And so that's the,
and they were using examples of where there were 7 errors
Mhm.
in 8 states. So there are
Yeah.
7 states, you know.
Yeah, and it's kind of like that game of, is it 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Right,
Mhm.
exactly.
But it's always easier from the other side for them to identify this very simple path, that had you only done this,
Yeah.
it would have gotten to me, the person, the sheriff's deputy is my cousin. Well, no, I didn't know that. But those things, that's how they come up, and it's almost always easier for the person who didn't get noticed to say how easy it would have been to find them if we had done some specific little thing, so.
And then that has to be demonstrable to the court that some kind of paper trail or signature or something. I'm really surprised because I used to be a substitute rural mail carrier, and boy, I wouldn't even dare go back to the post office without, having a signature and a card and have delivered the letter. That was something, I don't know whether something has changed or I wouldn't think even the protocol, would allow a carrier to not get that. So,
Yeah,
it's surprising to me. I'm sorry.
I didn't bring copies of, or didn't bring the cards, but we have, it's not that many, maybe half a dozen that we got back that don't have any signature on them at all. But there's a large number that we just didn't get anything back. And that's either that they delivered it and didn't pull off the green card and send it back, or that it's lost, or they're still trying or something. But anyway, we're gonna try another strategy of using a courier service to see if they have better luck.
I kind of agree with that, because if you would have some case that would be 7 years down the line and somebody wanted their lot back, and that would really put a world of hurt, I think, on the whole process, on the reputation of a tax sale. So you got my support on that.
Any other questions or comments about taxing? We did a grant, we received a grant earlier this year. Well, this was last year, about the portico roof project. And as part of that, after we discovered after the fact is a requirement that the commission execute a historic preservation easement to guarantee the public access to this building on a certain number of days a year. It's a very low number, it's only 12 days in a year. So that's something you're going to do anyway, but we're working on tweaking the agreement itself, but I'll probably have that for you next week. And don't be shocked by it. But it is binding, and for the next 5 years, you would need to make sure that the courthouse is open to the public. And as I said, I think it's something you're going to do anyway. And there is included in there if something dramatic were to happen, if the building got taken down by a tornado, that wouldn't be a violation of the agreement. But anyway, look for that in the next couple of weeks. And finally, I sent out last week solicitations for bids for the sale of 2 parcels of real estate. They're available on the county's website if the public is interested in them, but I wanted to mention it at a meeting, so there'll be some talk about them. There's 2 lots. One of them is this corner lot across the street from the courthouse. The vacant lot at 5th and Parallel on the southeast corner of that intersection. And the other is a lot out on Sherman Road that the county purchased when we were considering doing a off-system bridge project that might have included realignment of the road. And it ended up not being not being suitable to do a realignment of the road, but the road and the bridge has long been replaced. So that property will also be offered for sale. So there are details on the county website if anybody's interested in them. And there'll be sealed bids submitted to you. I think it's June 7th. I think they're due back June 6th, but June 7th, they'll be open. And that's all.
Okay, thank you, Pat. Any need for an executive session? Not hearing any more public comment?
I move to adjourn at 1:20 p.m.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Adjourn. Thank you.